get started, I just want to tell you that you should like, comment, and subscribe because I make new videos every Wednesday and Friday. And something cool is coming up in the month of October, so make sure you're there because it's going to be amazing.
You're watching Nerdosity.
What's up, Nerdosity? This is your host, tigereycosplay, coming out to you. And today, we have a 5-minute Friday. We haven't done this in a little bit since the Minecraft one, but I thought I'd bring it back for a good-ish to talk about Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, if any of you know me, you're wondering where the Japan Fest stuff is at. And let me tell you, it is coming up, but I'm waiting for October to release the Japan Fest vlog and the Japan Fest video because October is Nerdosity's 1-year anniversary. Yay! And Japan Fest came out October 5th of 2018. So I'm going to be posting my Japan Fest, the full thing, on October 5th, and the vlog is going to probably be on October 3rd as my dad's birthday. But coming up in the month of October is going to be every day a video on this channel to celebrate Nerdosity's 1-year anniversary. Woohoo! It's going to be intense, it's going to be amazing, so make sure you stay tuned in October because a video will come out every single day. But right now, we're going to be talking about Bendy and the Ink Machine. To give you a little synopsis, Bendy and the Ink Machine is a horror game based around an animated character, kind of like Mickey Mouse, called Bendy, who they have an ink machine in their old studio that turns ideas and animations into life due to emotions of hatred and evil. So that's the synopsis, but you know the drill. We're going to be going over the graphics, the music, the cinematics, the story, the controls, the content, and the gameplay, and then we're going to average it all up at the end to tell you the big score for Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm pumped. Are you pumped? Let's get into this right now.
Dear Henry, it seems like a lifetime since we worked on cartoons together. 30 years really slips away, doesn't it? If you're back in town, come visit the old workshop. There's something I need to show you. Your best pal, Joey Drew. Chapter 1, Moving Pictures.
Alright, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
Okay, now we're gonna put 5 minutes up on the clock and start us off with graphics. Now, the graphics of the game are they're 3D graphics because everything is 3D. You're walking around as a 3D person fighting 3D monsters, but it's mostly in black and white and browns, and it's super low on the color scale, so everything's dark and creepy and scary, just like a horror game should be. But they're all based around animated characters of like the 1930s, you know, when the arms were around, sort of like Cuphead, but you know, in Mickey Mouse style, so Steamboat Willie. So all the graphics are kind of like that. Everybody looks sort of like Bendy, what he looks up on here, and they're pretty lit. So, but it adds to the story to make you feel like you're really fighting cartoon characters and that you're going to be killed by cartoon characters. Whew, big stuff there. But I think it helped the story very much and it was very good, but some of the little graphics they're a little glitchy, it's blah blah blah. It's okay, it all works out, but I give this a 6 out of 10. Now we go to the music. The music of Bendy and the Ink Machine wasn't really anything to like write home about. I wasn't really impressed. Most of the time I was just being scared out of my wits end, so you know, I wasn't really paying attention to the music, but the music does serve a purpose to make you more scared and in the moment, so it does warrant a high response, and I think the music did very well to add to the story, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Now we go to the cinematics. Now the cinematics of Bendy and the Ink Machine happen while you are playing the game in certain parts where things are coming at you, for instance with Alice coming at you to kill you, but someone comes up behind and kills her, the demon Alice. When someone hits you back across the head and you're put into this little holding area where they're threatening to kill you and sacrifice you to the Bendy. So those cinematics are happening inside the game. They're not really things to start off each chapter or to start off something else. It's just to help give a little bit more freakiness to the story. So whenever they want to act like they're going to kill you but don't want to give you a chance to go through anything, like if you're falling through something, they're going to put it as a cinematic. So it's sort of a way to keep the thing moving without making you feel like you did something wrong with your controls. So it was very well done, but I give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, pause the clock. I just want to give you guys a little heads up. Make sure you like this video, comment below, and subscribe, and share this with your friends, because who doesn't want to learn about this thriller, awesome game, blah, blah, blah. Awesome game, Bendy. I sure do. Okay, start the clock again. Now we go to the story. So, Bendy and the Ink Machine is about Henry, a lead animator in the 1930s, receives a mysterious invitation from his boss to tell him to come to his old studio where he needs to find the mysteries of what's going on for Bendy and the Ink Machine, and realizes that all the ink people are coming to life and coming to attack him because of something that happened a long time ago, and now Bendy came to life and is doing all the strings and blah blah blah. So essentially you're trying to fight the darkness, fight the ink demon, figure out the story, and win out in the end. It's sort of convoluted at first, but then it all ties in together at the end, and since I don't want to give spoilers to you for people who still want to play it for themselves, but it is a very amazing story. I think the lore is super fun to think about. Everything kind of comes together at the end in a nice big thing. The horror aspect of it was amazing. I was scared most of the time. This one did sufficiently scare me a good bit of the time. You can go back and watch my Bendy scare compilation. It's amazing. I love it. It's just a bunch of me screaming.
Ooh, shoot. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, ooh, holy Lord. Ooh, ooh, hell. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, I really don't know where I'm supposed to be going at this moment.
The story did add to the game. It made the game so much more fun to play, and it actually gave more than just jump scares or more than just being a knockoff version of a zombie game or something like that. It actually had a story behind it, which was amazing, and I give that a 10 out of 10. Now we go to controls. The controls of the game are very simple. You have a button to jump, you have a button to run, and you have a button to hit stuff. So basically, and a button to interact with certain things. But it's kind of hard to figure out at first because they're different than most controls would be. The running and the jumping and the fighting are different than most things would be, and I don't think you can change it. So I give this a 5 out of 10. Now we go to the content. The content of Bendy and the Ink Machine, there's no DLC, but I don't think there needs to be any DLC because the game is so chock full of information and lore and plot and storyline and everything that it fulfills itself. And since the game was only $30, you got your whole money's worth in that single game. You don't need DLC. There's a lot of things to find, there's a lot of trophies to get, there's a lot of lore to get through, there's just a lot of things that you can do inside of the game that you don't need DLC for. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Now, the last subject we're gonna go over is gameplay. Now, the gameplay of Bendy and the Ink Machine is that you're a first person roaming around, trying to figure out the lore, trying to get out of the studio and figure out what happened to your old boss and what happened to the studio in of itself. First person adds to the horror part because you can't see all around you and that you could die at any moment. There's a bunch of puzzles in this game, so if you can't do puzzles, it's kind of difficult, but it's not difficult enough that you can't figure it out on your own. So the gameplay of the game is very well done, so I give this an 8 out of 10. And that's it! Thank you guys so much for watching. The big number of this whole entire game is a good 6 out of 10. I do recommend it. It is very fun. I think I would honestly give it a 7 out of 10. It is a very well done game. You should do it if you want to know the plot and see the fun graphics of this game. It is very good. I enjoyed it so incredibly much. If you want to watch my live streams of this, make sure that you go and check them out because it's on the playlist of live streams, so go and check it out right now. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because that gives me more time to deal with you guys and to do more for you guys. And since we're coming up to the big thing in October, I want you guys to push that like button and share button as much as you possibly can to get this out there so that I get more subscribers and that I can give more to you guys and that we can do more with Nerdosity. I enjoy this thoroughly. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've been watching Nerdosity, and I will see you next time.